Football on rivercountrysports.com is brought to you in part by Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and Live Oak, by Van Carpet One in their new building on Faith Road in Lake City, by Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. You'll find them on Highway 90 East in Lake City, and by the Suwannee County School District. Now live, it's Branford Buccaneers football here on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high quality education.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance. Build strong, build smart, build with Assured. Assured Construction, Florida's trusted construction company for barns, steel structures, and custom builds. At Assured, they specialize in strong functional structures built to last in Florida's demanding climate. Building with integrity, precision, and pride. Veteran-owned and operated. Financing available. Assured Construction. Call 386-209-4372. Online at assuredbuild.com. Assured Construction.
Go Bucks!
And good evening, everybody. Branford Buccaneer football on the air here on rivercountrysports.com. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and in Live Oak, by Van Carpet One in their new building on Faith Road in Lake City, by Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, Highway 90 East in Lake City, by the Suwannee County School District, by Bird's Eye Roofing, and by Assured Construction. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Summers Home Furniture. Good evening, I'm Wayne Luttrell, along with the voice of the Branford Buccaneers is Jackson Jones. How you doing tonight?
Good afternoon, Wayne. Hey, it's a great night, man. It's a little over 60 degrees here. We're in Hawthorne, Florida tonight. First round of the playoffs. Big stage that was set for number 15. Branford Buccaneers coming in to take on the number 2 Hornets tonight.
Yeah, it should be a great game. We're hoping. Remember, these two teams matched up last year. 56-0 was the final of that one. Hawthorne just running all over the Bucs last year. I'm thinking this is a much-improved Bucs team. The Hornets are still awfully good. Going to be a tough task tonight.
Yeah, one thing we studied kind of about the Hornets going into tonight's game, they didn't necessarily seem as big as last season, but they seemed faster, and you kind of wonder – watching them last season, how could they get much faster? But that's what we're seeing so far throughout the season tonight. Your Branford Buccaneers 7-3 on the season. I mean, in the regular season. So they had a couple tough losses there, which we kind of believe shouldn't have been losses, but came up to be that. Then your Hawthorne Hornets, just an excellent job going into tonight's game throughout their regular season as well.
7-1 record in the regular year, so they only played 8 games. You know, they've been off for 3 weeks now. So I'm wondering how that was going to affect this team.
Yeah, so a lot of teams and a lot of people question, does a bye week really affect you? A lot of times it gives your guys a lot more time to rest and recuperate, along with just focusing on your team and what you can improve on. But I mean, what does 3 weeks without a full speed game do to you?
Yeah, that's going to be the question. So we'll see how Hawthorne looks early in this contest. Great season for Hawthorne. Their only loss was to Oak Leaf, and that was on the road, a much bigger school. Last year, the Hornets made it all the way to the rural championship game where they fell to Madison 21-14. So this team, state champs, the 2 previous years in 2022 and 2023, and they're looking to get back to that championship game and getting another victory. So kind of on a mission are the Hawthorne Hornets.
Yeah, they're definitely going to come into tonight's game wanting some revenge. But in order to get that revenge, they first got to go through the Buccaneers. So they, I believe, are not going to try and waste any time sealing away tonight's game.
The Hornets are led by quarterback number 5, Richard Browntree Jr. He's thrown for over 1,800 yards in just 8 games, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, plus another couple rushing touchdowns on the ground. They've got running back number 25 going to have to do something with Derek Gillens. He's very good. Scored 7 times, averaging over 5 yards a carry. He's rushed for 573 yards on 102 carries this year. So they've got some weapons. This Hawthorne Hornet team, very dangerous. They average 314 yards per game.
Big numbers being put up by the Hornets so far. We mentioned them only having 8 games in the season. That gets a little tough when you get to be a this high of a caliber team that we see playing in championships and winning championships. Something we've also seen going into this season, along with the past season, in the Cowboys over in Madison County, also having the same trouble scheduling these teams to get in all of their games during the season.
Yeah, when you look at their schedule, nobody in their division wants to play them. Not in the regular year. So we got to deal with you. We're going to deal with you in the postseason. Speaking of which, here are the rural matchups tonight. You've got Jay, the number 16 seed at Bluntstown. Madison County, mentioned them. The Cowboys on the road at Chipley tonight. You've got the Trenton Tigers at Taylor County. Fort Meade is traveling to Pahokee tonight. Sneed's at Chiefland. You got Liberty County at the Baker Gators. Lafayette County, they're not too far away. They're taking on Williston. And here tonight in Hawthorne, the Branford Buccaneers come to town. The Bucks, powered by sophomore quarterback Trent Land. He has had one heck of a season. Yeah, Trent Land has had, for a sophomore quarterback, he's had one heck of a season, setting records, 113, 179, 1,974 yards, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, plus what he's done on the ground, 409 yards, 82 carries, 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's been a great season so far for, a sophomore quarterback that we've seen kind of being thrust into the season later on last year, but then really have to step up but also him being able to trust in his receivers as well. That's really big. That's kind of what we're questioning for Branford next year, what they are going to do and who they're going to lean on at that receiver position as well.
Yeah, how do you replace number 0? His productivity this year, Maurice Vaught, 1,106 yards, 13 touchdowns. He has just been the number 1 target for Land all season long.
That's a guy that we've consistently talked about also on the Coaches Show, which you can go back, watch recorded there on rivercountrysports.com. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep up with all the latest and greatest Branford Buccaneer action. But we kind of talked about his ability to move the ball across the field. One moment you can look up and see that he's on one side of the field, and then a moment after that, he'll be on the complete opposite side of the field.
He's done a great job, and, of course, has some help. Ollie James has had a good year this year running the football, and then you've got Jones and Smith, and they've got some weapons as well.
Yeah, James is one of those guys that we knew he would be strong. He's a freshman this season, but coming into the beginning of the season, that very first game, his ankle's starting to be beat up a little bit, so that's not that's not something we wanted to see, but it hindered him a couple games, like I talked about with Coach, which kind of set him back a little bit, but he should be 100% ready to go into tonight's game.
As far as run-to-pass ratio, they want to throw the ball, do the Hawthorne Hornets, averaging 231 yards passing per game. They average 84 on the ground, so pretty good balance. But when you look at Branford, they're really balanced, 198 yards through the air and 129 yards on the ground per game.
A guy that we've also been able to rely on at the run, really two guys, honestly, at that running back position when James wasn't able to go 100% is number 6 of T.C. Smith that we seen early on in the season playing a lot of that two-back position, but then being stretched out there beside number 0, Reese Vaught, out there in that slot receiver and playing the wideout position as well. So really leaning on him, along with number 8, Trip Schultz, that we seen step into that two-back position when needed to, but also an explosive guy that's not scared to put his head down.
Yeah, both Smith and Schultz, two-way threats. They can run the ball. They can also be dangerous in the passing game. So very versatile, and they've had great seasons of their own this year. And tell you what, the Branford Buccaneers, a great year and a great challenge tonight. This is going to be a tough one against Hawthorne, but I feel like the Bucs are much improved from last year. They're 4-1 on the road this season. Hornets 3-0 playing at home.
I mean, that home field advantage that is all too much talked about is something that you think that the Hawthorne Hornets would have in tonight's game. They've got a packed stadium over here. I mean, but also traveling over, one thing we've seen all season long for the Buccaneers is that their fans have continued to travel wherever they go. They travel well.
In the passing game, talked about how much they want to throw the ball. So Roundtree, a heck of a quarterback. He's had a great season. But when you look at who he's throwing the ball to, number 1, number 2, number 3, all have multiple catches, 9 touchdowns for number 1, Bowie, the senior, and 735 yards on 44 catches this year. You got Jennings, number 2. He's got 235 yards, 3 touchdowns on 22 receptions. Harvey, number 3, he's got 8 touchdowns on the year, 428 yards receiving on 19 catches. They've got a plethora of weapons when it comes to the air assault.
That's one thing we're going to have to watch out for tonight. I mean, we've seen the Buccaneers in their secondary do a great job throughout the season, but also not allowing things to get outside of you. One guy that we mentioned a little bit earlier, the two guys, number 8 and number 6, Smith and Schultz, able to run that alley and make some tackles. We're going to need to see a lot of that done, as well as covering. I mean, it's going to be a big thing to not allow them to have those massive plays and allowing the ball to get to the outside and be explosive as well.
Yeah, they've been studying tape, have the Buccaneers. They've been practicing hard, trying to get ready for tonight. But, you can practice and you can run a scout team and you can watch film, but there's nothing like being at the game. I mean, it's just live action. You can't compare it.
It's going to be electric going into tonight's game. These Buccaneers, it seems like they've got everything to gain tonight. I mean, what would it be for the Buccaneers to be on the road to Hawthorne, a team that they were not able to come up with a win over, number 2 seed in the playoffs, to pick up a win here tonight?
Well, Hawthorne definitely the favorite tonight, but the Bucs looking for the upset. Should be a bunch of fun. So I ran down the rural division. Other games in the area in Class 3A, you've got Baker County playing at Rains tonight. Also, Wakulla at Bishop Kenny in 3A. Godby is at Panama City Bay. In 2A, Santa Fe is at Calvary Christian tonight. You've got Baldwin at Florida High in 2A. Also, Bradford County, the Tornadoes playing host to Avon Park. And then in 4A, the Columbia High Tigers have Tallahassee Rickers in town tonight.
A lot of good games around the surrounding areas. You just seen a minute ago in the middle of the field, the Branford Buccaneers won the toss, and they actually chose to receive the opening kickoff. That's one thing we haven't seen much of, I believe, any at all. If the Buccaneers have won, them choose to take the ball in the first half. We've typically seen them defer it to the second half, but that's not what we've seen going into tonight. Do you think that's kind of just a strategy thing to try and get it moving early and get that momentum on your side, or what?
Well, normally you defer to the second half. You want to test your defense and put the pressure on the opposing team's offense. But I think that the goal tonight is to keep the ball out of the Hawthorne's offense hands as much as you can. So I'm thinking Coach Clark is thinking, let's get a nice time-consuming drive here, pick up first downs, and just concentrate, first down, work the ball down the field, and chew that clock up and keep their offense on the sideline.
One thing that we've continued to see throughout this season, I mean, apply a play that myself and Stephen Jones, actually a guy that we're missing tonight. He's at the home with some troubles with his back tonight. So remember him in prayer. But also, as the Hornets and the Buccaneers are taking the field, they seem very lively and seem like they are ready to go tonight.
You were watching a 2025 FHSA football regional quarterfinal right here on rivercountrysports.com in the Rural Division. Rights to the broadcast of this region quarterfinal. Rural Championship have been granted to River Country Sports by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited. All right, the Bucs are lined up ready to receive.
Back to receive, that's number 0, Reese Vaught, along with number 7, Arcavian Jones. We've seen the ball typically kicked over to number 7, Arcavian Jones, is trying to keep it out of the hands of number 0. We'll see which way the Hornets kick it away tonight.
Hornets still on the sideline, getting ready to run out onto the field. And we're getting close to kickoff here in this playoff game. Great atmosphere here at Hawthorne.
We'll also keep you updated with, if we can, the scores in the surrounding areas of the games that are going on tonight as well. But these Buccaneers are lively, and they are ready to go tonight. I mean, your main goal on kickoff, I mean, obviously to return it for a touchdown, but your strategy is to create an alley that your man can run right up the middle. So picking up your blocks is crucial for the Buccaneers right here on this opening kickoff.
And I want to try to set that wedge best you can. That's a goal.
Like we mentioned, the size that's going to play a factor for the Hornets tonight, where they can't make up in size, kind of they're making up in speed. I mean, we don't see a whole lot of just massive size on the Hornets side and their sideline as well tonight.
Yeah, they might not have the size, but they definitely have the speed. You got to catch those Hornets, and last time we saw Hornets on the other side of the field was Lafayette, and that was a one-sided affair, so let's hope we can handle these sets of Hornets just a little bit better here tonight.
Hornets get lined to kick it off tonight. The kicks deep and away. There's a...
hang on. Whistles, and we got a penalty flag, and they're going to have to re-kick this thing. It looks like may have been offsides. So they'll back him up 5 yards, and we'll do that kick again.
That kick over towards the direction of number 0, Reese Vaught, which we were looking for to have an explosive return and set up the Bucs in good field position to start off this drive.
Back up 5 yards, and we'll re-kick. Everybody stretch your legs. Still 48 minutes to go in the ball game. Nate keeps it up again. Lock and Jones for the Bucs. There's the kick.
That kick back deep in the other direction to Jones. As Jones looks to return it, he's going to try and hit the outside as he's able to gain a little space on the outside, but be brought down around the 32-yard line.
And number 13 forces him out of bounds there. That's Willie Sutton. So the Branford Buccaneers will set up their offense. Decent return and good field position to get this drive going. Looks like they're going to start near the 30-yard line.
Quarterback Trent Land. It's a big stage that's been set for a sophomore quarterback to come in here and try and lead his team to a second round of the playoffs, which is honestly something we haven't seen in a little while. So it's something that you're going to try and put it there on your back and try and do it tonight.
And illegal block on that return, so that good field position I just talked about was erased via the penalty. And the ball is going to end up at the 19-yard line to begin this drive.
Quarterback Trent Land stacked deep in the shotgun formation. James motions out to the right side. That's Land keeping it himself to the right. It's going to be brought down after a short gain of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line.
Just a design run for the quarterback, and not a whole lot there, but did get some tough yards testing the right side of that Hawthorne defense. Getting a game of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Here come the Bucks, break the huddle. To the line of scrimmage they come. Twin receivers to the far side.
That handoff to James to the left side is going to be brought down after another short gain of a yard on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And the Bucks are going to need a big play right here to pick up the extra 6 yards to pick up the 1st down.
They're going to bring up a big 3rd down, first 3rd down of the game. And a 3rd down and really no gain on that run by James. So 3rd down and 7 here for Branford early in this contest. Hawthorne with a 4-man front. Bucks come to the huddle. They'll send a single receiver to the far side and one to the near side. Got that H-back lined up on the near side of the field as well. James back there with the quarterback, Bird. Here comes the snap.
Trying to draw the Hornets offside, and they do get the call.
Get it, yeah.
That's going to give your Buccaneers 5 extra yards to set them up on 3rd down.
And that was just a nice job by your quarterback there with the cadence. Got Hawthorne just a little antsy there, so they jump. It cost them 5. And 3rd and 2 is a little bit easier to handle than 3rd and 7.
That's right. I mean, that's something that Branford has been good at executing all year long, been pounding that. Seems like in practice, and trying to get that other team to jump off sides, which picked them up the extra yards they needed tonight.
All right, so let's see now. They re-huddle, and now they come to the line of scrimmage, see if they come with the same formation. Now they're going to switch it up and send the 2 receivers both to the near side of the field.
Splitting out Vaught and Smith. There's Smith on the outside. James out in motion. That's going to bring Trent Land to the right side. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Like we said, Bucks eating up some time here on the clock already to start the drive.
Yeah, and that's going to be key for Branford is to try to keep Hawthorne on the sideline as best you can, because once they get on that offensive side of the ball, they are very dangerous. So if the Bucks can keep moving those chains, doesn't have to look pretty, just keep possession.
And that's really going to rely a lot on the quarterback's legs tonight. We've seen him be explosive when he's needed to be, but also be a little timid with it almost because of worrying about trying to keep that pressure off of him and trying to keep himself from getting hurt as well, to where we can settle down and throw it from the pocket when we need be. In motion, Land to throw around the right side.
Receiver.
That's Smith. Smith going to go. Is he going to fall down? He's going to fall down all the way at the 21-yard line. What a catch by T.C. Smith. And he almost seems aggravated that he fell down before he could get the touchdown.
Yeah, the turf monster got him. I thought he was off to the races there and just got tangled up a little bit. But what a great throw. It was on the money, and the reception made, and big play, Branford. Well, we do have a flag back at the line of scrimmage. This may be coming back. Oh, my goodness. And going to be called against the Branford Buccaneers. Illegal block, and that's going to cost them a big play here early in this game.
It didn't really seem like the DBs for Hawthorne were kind of expecting that play. I mean, we kind of came run, and then that's where they catch you lacking right there. They tell your corners not to fall asleep, because stuff like that can happen, and you just get beat deep on the outside.
Yeah, so the chop block's really going to cost them. Man, they would have been in position, lined up looking to score early in this game. Instead, they're going to be backed up and going to be behind the sticks now with the penalty.
15-yard penalty. After the 15, going to still be 1st down.
Well, now 1st and 25.
Going to set up 1st and 25 for the Buccaneers. Going to need another big play like the one we just seen out of the Buccaneers to get this field position back. That around to the right side. He had space. That was number 9, Cole Poindexter, just not able to get underneath the ball. I mean, he had space, and he had a blocker, Vernon Richards, out there.
He did, but it looked like he was a little bit off balance there as he tried to get that throw. Hawthorne's defense just affecting that just a little bit. And so an incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and long now from the 14-yard lines, the Branford Buccaneers. as they try to get something going here against these Hawthorne Hornets. Bucks get the play from the sideline. And they now come to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers coming near side. Shotgun formation for Land. Back there with Ollie James. H-back on the far side of the field. Looking at the four-man front. Running play. James gets the ball, and he is immediately hit by the Hawthorne defense.
James is going to be stopped back behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 26.
Yeah, they lost a yard on that play. So, boy, you're looking for it'd be nice to come back with that long pass play, but you got to catch them by off guard, and now they're going to be expecting it here.
I mean, yeah, we're going to need to beat them deep with speed on both sides, which, I mean, is something we've seen there on that big play a minute ago. It's able to be done. We just now they're kind of expecting it. So it's really going to be your routes concept that has to throw them off right here.
They're going to keep it on the ground, looks like.
Yeah, quarterback Trent Land rolling around to the right side.
Just not a whole lot there, so Branford's going to have to kick it away here. And it'll bring up 4th down and long. A little surprised by that play call.
He rolled around to the as the ball was placed on our far hash, rolled around to the short side of the field while your receivers, Vaught and Smith, were on the far side of the field.
All right, so punting formation now for the Buccaneers.
Lopez back to punt.
Good snap. Boy, he almost blocked that one.
Punt almost blocked.
Somebody get him.
A lot of room around the right side.
Yeah, he's
going to bring it back all the way for a touchdown. That's Raheem Moore. Touchdown for the Hornets.
Well, you talked about them running the opening kick last year. This time the opening punt, they run it back for a touchdown. And there is a flag. Hang on. Don't put the points on the board just yet.
Going to see if this is assessed on the play or it's going to be on the kickoff.
7:47 to play opening quarter. No score showing on the scoreboard. Let's see what the call is about. The officials are huddled up and talking about it. I mean, it was either a illegal block, maybe a clipping call, or maybe on the celebration. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be a hold against Hawthorne. That is not going to be a touchdown. A big break for the Bucs there.
Big break for the Bucs. You wonder, are they still going to punt it away? How far are they moving the ball down the field?
Well, it was on the return, so it's going to be Hawthorne football, but ball at the 29-yard line. And that's
still 4th down for the Bucs.
It's still 4th down, so. Okay, I'm
15
confused.
yards.
So they accepted the penalty instead of the touchdown?
Now you've got.
You're telling me that they're going to make them punt it again? Okay.
They're going to punt it away again right here.
I'm totally confused. So that was, I guess, the penalty occurred before they ever punted the football, so that return never happened?
Another flag.
This one could be. I'm not sure what the officials don't explain it to us. Here comes the call. Now it's going to be offsides on Branford. So apparently they were just lined up before the ball was snapped, and they called it. Usually you're going to check with the official to make sure you're okay, because he was looking at the receiver.
Going to back up the Bucs a little bit more. Still 4th down as Lopez looks to punt it away.
He does get the punt off.
Good punt there by Lopez. That around the outside. Still a little bit of room there, but going to be brought down this time by a crew of Buccaneer defenders. 35-yard punt. Good punt in the air there by Lopez, allowing time for the Buccaneers to get down there.
That penalty took the touchdown off the board on that return, and the penalty flag was against Branford, but it must have been a pre-snap penalty. Anyway, end result, Hawthorne has the football, no score in the game, 7:33 to play here in the opening quarter, and here come the Hornets, their first time offensively.
We've seen a little bit of that explosiveness by number 6, Raheem Moore, and that's not even one of the main guys you mentioned coming into tonight's game. Stacked up with trips close to the near side. Toss there to the outside to Moore. He's going to fall down.
Yeah, he just lost his footing there, and then, hadn't had any rain or anything, but a couple of guys now have lost their footing on this turf. And like another flag on the play, or is that just a towel? No, it's another flag. It'll be a holding call this kind.
Holding on Hawthorne.
Wow. Against Hawthorne.
That's going to back them up even more.
I'll tell you what, the officials are definitely having their presence felt early in this game. My goodness.
Making sure everybody knows they are here tonight.
Going to back the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. And so Hawthorne 55 yards away. First down. They'll get the down over again.
From the 45-yard line this time. Ball handed off there to the big running back, bouncing off of Buccaneer defenders. Number 25, Derek Gillens. Going to pick up a couple more yards.
Gillens is the workhorse as far as the offense running the football.
Gain of 9. Ball reset by the ref on the 47-yard line. Roundtree overfires. Incomplete pass there. Going to bring up third down. Intended receiver, Dominic Harvey, number 3 for the Hornets.
And Hawthorne hadn't played in 3 weeks, looked to be a little bit rusty, the passing game. And so that was overthrown just a bit, but very dangerous team. They can score any place on the field on one play. This time they've got quads, 2 receivers each way.
Gillen stacked in the backfield. There to the outside. Almost intercepted, but that's going to be number 6, Raheem Moore, making a statement early in tonight's game. Going to be a touchdown for the Hornets.
And Branford went for the pick there and just mistimed it. He made the catch, and then there was nobody behind him. And with his speed, you're not going to catch that young man. Touchdown, Hawthorne.
Now you wonder, it makes you think, really the pick wasn't the play to go for there. Try and seal that and even come up with the incomplete pass there and force the incompletion for the Hornets. Keep that score off the board.
Yeah, you make the catch but contain it. And unfortunately, he was able to slip by the defender and shoot to the end zone. So 6-0 Hawthorne. And here comes the extra point, and it looks like they're going for 2.
The lineup 3-by-1. Roundtree going to roll out to the outside. He's going to be hit as he goes in. Good for the 2-point conversion. That's going to give the Hornets 8 and your Buccaneers 0.
Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
Don't text him.
Pahokee beat Fort Meade. That was a game that was played last night. Kenny B sending me the score 43-28. So Pahokee advances to the next round. Bird's Eye Roofing is teaming up with Mission Metals and Suwannee Valley Gutters for improving habitat for heroes. I'm going to tell you more about that right after the kickoff here.
Big return needed by the Buccaneers here with 6:38 left to go in the first quarter. Buccaneers down by 1 score. As it kicks back deep to Jones. Jones going to let it bounce. And it's going to roll out of bounds.
And so he didn't touch that football. They'll get it at the 35, or they could back him up 5, make him kick it again. It looks like they'll take the field position and take the ball at the 35-yard line. So improving habitat for heroes. The companies are donating their time and labor to help install a free roof for a deserving veteran. Supporting our local community, the Improving Habitat for Heroes initiative is their way of giving back, ensuring those who protected us have a secure and durable roof over their heads. Nominations are open, by the way. Just visit missionmetalsmfg.com/community. Bird's Eye Roofing, big supporter of Branford Buccaneers football and all of the veterans. At Veterans Day the other day, had a heck of a parade in downtown Live Oak. Salute the veterans.
The parade downtown in Live Oak, you said?
Yeah, on Veterans Day, the 11th.
Quarterback Trent Land lined up in the shotgun formation, split out to his side. Smith in motion. James stacked behind him. Land looking to keep it himself, looking for a block. Going to get to the outside. Going to be brought down after a gain of 1 yard on the carry. That's going to bring up second down and 9. Devontae Williams on the tackle for the Hornets.
Bucks at their own 36-yard line, 2nd and 9. They were successful early in the game, had a penalty, but successful with an early pass. Let's see if they go back to that or continue to pound it on the ground.
Set up here on second down from the 36-yard line. Land still back in the shotgun. Looking to pass to the outside. That ball tipped away. Intended receiver, Vaught.
Yeah, coverage on the play that time, number 11 on the coverage. That's Jordan Asante. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
You can also like us on Facebook.
Rise and Dine. The McAlpin Country Diner is open Tuesday through Sunday from 7 to 3 and now open Friday nights from 5 to 8. Whether you're craving breakfast or lunch or a sweet slice of pie, they've got you covered. Dine in or out. Outside seating is available, along with takeout. Serving up delicious home cooking with great service and comfortable atmosphere. The McAlpin Country Diner. I ate at the McAlpin Diner just about a week ago.
Really?
Man, I'm one of the best hamburgers I've had.
Aren't they? They're pretty big on the. Are they not big on their pizza as well, or is that?
Well, that's the pizza stone behind it. And the McAlpin Diner is in front. There by the convenience
Pretty
store.
big, pretty good burger over that way as well.
Oh yeah.
Out to the outside, caught there by Smith.
Hey, made a nice catch. Just a quick pass out to him. But Hawthorne was on that pretty quick, but a nice gain on that play. Will advance the ball out to the 43-yard line. Thank you.
Compliments from the stands of the Hawthorne fans. It's almost like Wayne Luttrell's been on the radio before.
Yes, not my first game. All right, big play coming up here. It's like the Bucks in punting formation.
Lopez looking to punt it away. Deep punt by Lopez. space, but he looks for the right side again. Going to be brought down after no big gain on the carry. I mean, there was space all around the left side of the field, but he wanted to stick to his right side.
Good coverage that time by Branford to get down there and not allow him to get running, because once he's in the open field, look out. All right, so the line of scrimmage will be the 30-yard line, and Hawthorne will take over there at their own 30. Hawthorne leading by a score of 8-0, 4:43 to go here in the first quarter.
All tied up over in Williston. It's 7-7. The Lafayette Hornets were up just a minute ago, 7-0 over Williston. Then Williston actually returned a kickoff for a touchdown to tie it up 7-7. Bowie in motion pass, looking for the outside. It's going to be caught by Bowie. Good catch there, able to keep his feet in
and
at the 39-yard line as they look to hurry up.
Picked up 9 yards on the catch, and the trick is the time that the quarterback has to operate. Branford's got to get some pressure on him.
As they look to pass to the outside, Bowie, we thought his knee was down, and it was down. That's going to be a loss of yards on the play.
Yeah, he went down on a knee. He secured the football, but not able to advance it in high school ball. Once that knee hits the turf, then they down you right there. So was 2nd and 1, and now going to bring up 3rd down and around 5.
And now the side that they like to move the ball to, the right side, the wide open side, 2 receivers stacked on each side. Ball looks to hand off up the middle.
Wow.
He's got a wide open gap. He's going to be brought down by number 8, Trip Schultz. What an explosive run there by Derek Gillens. Big pickup. He looked like he was going to be gone.
And just it exploded up the middle. Great hole opened up, and he took advantage in showing his speed. Big guy can run. And they stay with the hurry-up offense. They run down in a hurry and set up shop now at the 38-yard line of the Bucs.
Stacked on the left and right side are the receivers out in the Twins formation. Ball pass there to the outside again as he shakes a man, shakes another man, and gets to the outside. That's Raheem Moore again, showing how good of an athlete that he is.
He just made the catch at the line of scrimmage, and then they just expect him to do a little shake and bake. And, man, he was moving, zigzagging in and out of traffic there. I think with the Bucs, you can't dance with him. If you start dancing with him, he's going to beat you every time. You got to make that tackle.
Track that hip and make the tackle. Can't let the shaking that Moore was doing mess you up. Pass there to the outside, not covered. Safety not having enough time to roll down. A little bit of confusion.
And number 2 that time on the catch. And this offensive show Hawthorne's putting on right now with the passing game, pretty impressive.
Nathan Jennings there on the catch.
They got a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Roundtree set up.
Right shoulder. Roundtree.
Set up the snap there. Handoff to the outside. It's going to be brought down. We're going to see if he was. That's number 1, Darian Bowie. Brought down just short
of
the touchdown.
That's actually goes down in the books as a pass. It's just that little flip pass.
Just the toss up to him, yeah. Counts as a pass.
And now at about the 2-yard line, I'm guessing. We don't get advantage of seeing that. We can't see the monitors, so.
Handoff up the middle. He's going to be in for a touchdown. Derek Gillens, and for a touchdown for the Hornets.
And he didn't need much there. He didn't get much. Branford played pretty tough up that middle, but he got enough to cross the plane of the end zone. Touchdown Hornets.
Everybody just about fell forward, allowing enough room for Gillens to get in for the touchdown.
And tell you what, this is exactly what the Bucs did not want to happen. Get down by a couple of scores here, and hopefully the Bucs can keep this thing within striking distance. Buccaneers have a pretty decent offense this year. They just need to get things rolling. And going for two once again. Must not have a kicker.
That's one thing that the Bucs have done a great job with this year. As it's broken up. Good job there by T.C. Smith.
So your score.
That's Vaught there on the deflection.
Hawthorne 14 and Branford nothing. We've got 2:08 to play here in the opening quarter on rivercountrysports.com.
I'm Daniel Bird. This is Jonah Bird. We're from Bird's Eye Roofing. We're always grateful for repeat and new customers, so we never leave a job until the customer's completely 100% satisfied. We don't have open ends. Even this roof required some touch-up. The homeowner had a few questions about some things. I didn't like some things, so we changed some things around. We never leave until the customer's 100% satisfied.
I'm Jonah Bird. I'm the future owner of Bird's Eye Roofing.
That's the path he wants to go on, something I'll definitely support.
And back here in Hawthorne, the Hawthorne Hornets leading 14-0 over your Branford Buccaneers with 2:08 to play here in the opening quarter. Want to welcome Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies in Lake City. They've got everything you need. They've got doors and windows and tubs and showers, plumbing and electrical supplies. They've even got RV parts. Stop by and see Preston or Jason for all of your mobile home needs. That's Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies on Deputy Jeff Davis Lane in Lake City, Florida. Online at CorbettSupply.com.
Looking to punt it away. That's Nathan Jenkins. Back deep. That going to roll back into the end zone
and
for a touchback.
Yeah, that'll come out to the 20-yard line as Bucs didn't touch it, didn't go out of bounds, went into the end zone. And that's where Branford will take over.
You notice that they swapped sides there and put Reese Vaught on the right side, trying to get him a return.
Yeah, we saw him earlier in the game, but he really hadn't been a big factor yet. The passing game, we had that one big pass come back. But I'm waiting to see Branford go for that again and try to catch Hawthorne sleeping. So they'll set up 1st and 10 here at the 20-yard line. And the Bucs will see if they can get a drive going here.
And that pass is one that you'd like to have back or even be able to complete again. I mean, with so much space here on the field, you'd think that you ought to be able to complete it, but it's tough with these skilled corners for the Hornets. Land back in the shotgun formation to hand it off. That's around the right side looking for a block is Reese Vaught as he runs out of bounds after he picks up a first down.
Well, we talked about getting his hands on the football, and there you go right there. As they fake the running play to the left side, and the Vaught comes around, going the other direction, and picks up a big Buccaneer first down.
Vaught has really mastered the skill of stepping out of bounds when he needs to. We've seen him get around the right side and kind of backpedal out of bounds.
Avoid that contact if you can.
Still able to set up a first down for the Buccaneers from the 32-yard line. Land looking to pass, trying to get to the outside is James. James
good.
Hit. Can be brought down.
He took a heck of a hit there, but he bounces right back up. Shakes it off quickly and heads back to the huddle.
That's Jennings on the tackle for the Hornets.
There's a little swing pass out of the backfield. And will advance the ball to the 36-yard line, so about a 3-yard pickup. Clock is down to 1:50 to go here in the opening quarter. 14-0 Hawthorne on your Summers Home Furniture scoreboard.
Land handing it off there to James. James with nowhere to go.
There's no
on
room.
Second down.
Just no room to run in the middle of that defense. They have not allowed anything up the gut.
No gain on the play for the Bucs. going to have to get the ball to the outside because it really seems to be clogged up right up the middle so far during the game.
Yeah, those big boys, those big Hornets, not letting anything so far come up the middle. Everything Branford's been able to be successful on has gone to the outside. A little bit of success in the passing game and a couple of sweep plays. 3rd down and 7 for the Buccaneers.
Your main guy so far tonight for the Hornets has been number 6, Raheem Moore, a small guy but speedy guy like we've talked about so far throughout tonight's game.
He is fast.
Twins to the right, lined up with a sniffer. Schultz in motion. Land looks to pass to get to the outside. He's got to get the ball away. And just nobody.
Just nowhere to go in the area. Time, yeah. Exactly. He got outside the pocket trying to find somebody downfield. Everybody covered up and eventually just had to throw it away and live to play another play. But that's going to bring up 4th down. And again, for the 3rd time in this quarter, the Bucs are going to have to kick it away.
And not back to receive this time is Raheem Moore. We see him being treated by the trainer there. Just one guy back to receive.
That's Bowie. He's awful dangerous as well. Lopez getting some work.
He is being able to stretch out that leg too many times so far in the first quarter with just 35 seconds left to go. Low snap, almost blocked there. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
And that's where Hawthorne will take over. Sportsmanship is having pride in your school.
As we talk about sportsmanship, little scuffle on the other side of the field between two of the players.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by this station and the FHSAA. That was good timing.
What a good timing to call sportsmanship. I mean, sportsmanship's important because we're all here to have fun, but we're also here to play a competitive game. So that's something that ties into it a lot of times. Pass there to the outside, bobbled, almost dropped, but it's going to be blown dead. That's Dominic Harvey.
And I tell you what, it was kind of a
receiver.
That was a heads-up play. Branford, and I believe that was Vaught. He grabbed the ball. In case that was a backwards pass, that ball would have been live on the ground. But the referee blew it dead, said, no, just an incompletion. But, why not go ahead and try it?
Right. I mean, always having your heads up there is crucial because that could have put 7 points on the board for the Bucs.
Never know.
As the Hornets line up in doubles to each side. The snap there, pass to around the left side. Looking still for space, able to pick up the 1st down.
And again, that's Bowie.
Darian Bowie.
Yeah. And nothing fancy there. Just throw it to him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe he'd catch a block and then put the moves on. Big 1st down, picks up 15 yards.
The stack again, Twins left and right. A little bit of movement up by the Hornets. Derek Gillens again on the carry up the middle.
And they just go back to that big running back coming right at you. They get you with the pass, try to loosen you up again a little bit, and then here comes the bus.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here your score, Branford Buccaneers 0, Hawthorne Hornets 14. We'll see you back here in a minute on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it.
Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now.
Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you.
And that's a boom shakalak.
And back here in Hawthorne after the first quarter, 14-0, Hornets lead. And you say this is better than last year.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the first quarter, I can't tell you what the score was, but it was a whole lot more than 14-0. So great job holding them to just 14 points in that first. We're seeing a little bit of quick motion as he looks to run underneath it, and he's going to get in for a touchdown. What a catch by Dominic Harvey for a touchdown.
And the key to that was that offensive line for Hawthorne. They gave their quarterback time to sit back there and make a sandwich before he was able to throw that ball. I mean, he had all day, and he put that thing right on the money. Great catch on the other end. Touchdown, Harvey and the Hornets.
As they line up again for the 2-point conversion. Must not have a kicking unit.
Now they're just going for 2 every time. Here comes the big boy right up the middle.
If you run your big guy up the middle each time, good chance that you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Not much stopping him.
And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So the Hawthorne Hornets extend their lead. My goodness, 11:51 to play until halftime. It's 22-0, the home team. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com. Build strong, build smart, build with Assured. Assured Construction, Florida's trusted construction company for barns, steel structures, and custom builds. At Assured, they specialize in strong, functional structures built to last in Florida's demanding climate. Building with integrity, precision, and pride. Veteran-owned and operated. Financing available. Assured Construction. Call 386-209-4372. Online at assuredbuild.com. Assured Construction.
Go Bucs!
First quarter stats provided by Jamie Watcher, Lake City Reporter. For all of your local sports action, check out the Lake City Reporter, man. They do a great job.
Back deep for the Bucs.
Richard Roundtree, 7 for 9 in the air with 104 yards, longest of 47. That'll be changed right here after we just seen this big pass. And then on the ground, we've seen Derek Gillens in the first quarter go for 4 carries for 42 yards, averaging 10.5 yards a carry, longest of 27. 1 touchdown in the first quarter in the air and 1 on the ground, while your Branford Buccaneers trying to still get things started. 2 for 5 in the air for 10 yards, along with 1 carry for Vaught for 13 yards. Trent Land picking up a couple yards. James still looking to get it started. Jones able to pick up some running room on the left side, brought down around the 33-yard line by Wiggins.
Not a bad return that time. And Branford,
1 more block, and he could have had a lot more space to go.
Well, he had some momentum going, but Hawthorne able to hold him up. But good field position. And the Buccaneers will start this drive close to the 35-yard line. Let's see where they set the ball down. Looks like around the 34. And that's where the Bucs will begin this drive.
Quarterback Land lined up again in the shotgun formation. Vaught and Smith stacked to the outside. James to his left. That ball going to be handed off to Schultz. Schultz with a little bit of room, going to be brought down after a gain of about 1 on the carry.
Here comes kind of a jet sweep into round type play, fake the handoff to the back, and then try to catch him going around and picked up about a yard. So 2nd down and 9 from the 35-yard line.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Buccaneers. Another big play is going to be needed to start the momentum swing for the Buccaneers tonight. They look to pass to the outside.
Yeah, they're going to have a procedure called false start. So, unfortunately, you can't afford those type mistakes. I mean, it's hard enough to gain ground on this Hornet defense, but self-inflicted penalty there, 5-yarder. Second down at about 13 yards to go now.
What is going to create space for the Buccaneers here with 10:53 left to go in the second quarter to get the ball moving?
Got to get Vaught in the open field. Get one of your skill guys, catch the ball, and avoid the big traffic in the middle.
As Vaught looks to the outside there, incomplete pass. Good pass by Land, just through the hands of Vaught.
He put it where he needed to be, the double coverage out there. But Vaught had a chance for that one and came up empty, unfortunately. Bring up a third down now.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 13 for the Buccaneers. A needed conversion here as we try and keep the punt unit off the field.
Well, the Bucs came out, and that was the original plan, to try to pick up first downs and keep them on the sideline. But unfortunately, penalties just killed that drive. Instead of the big play, it ended up going back the other way. And, you have a 1st and 10 deep into Hornet territory. That turns into back at your own 14-yard line with a 1st and 25. That was costly, but the Bucs have yet to get things going since that first drive.
3rd and 13. Playing from the pistol.
You see where the Bucs can be explosive. We just need these plays to become reoccurring.
Timeout for Branford here. And while we have a timeout, let me tell you about Bloom Nutrition. Hey, Branford, Bloom Nutrition has delicious, healthy food and drink, from protein waffles to acai bowls to oatmeal bowls. They have teas, protein coffees, and shakes, refreshers. Come check out their menu. They're open Monday through Friday from 7 to 6 and Saturdays from 8 to 2. Healthy and oh so good. Bloom Nutrition on Suwannee Avenue in Branford. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
And back here in Hawthorne, second quarter action, 10:31 showing on the clock until halftime. Coming up at halftime, we've got our player spotlight, and we're going to talk to Wyatt Derringer at halftime.
All right, 3rd and 13. Going to go here in the first half.
Quarterback number 4, Trent Land, bringing Smith in motion. Land looking to the outside. He's going to go to Vaught. That pass intercepted by Nathan Jennings. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Jennings just had great field position there. He was in the right place, and that ball was thrown up for grabs, and he'll come up with the INT. And for Trent, that was his 8th interception of the year to go with his 21 touchdowns. I tell you what, win or lose tonight, Branford has had an excellent season. I mean, if you'd have told me before the year 7-3, I mean, that's improvement from last year. And, going back, like we talked about in the pregame, probably should have won at least 2 of those 3 losses.
That's right.
Yeah. But I feel like, a winning tradition is being developed here in Branford, despite what might happen here tonight.
That's what you look to move forward to, is to not only be able to win, but to be able to win big games like tonight in order to make a statement. This quarterback looks to pass down underneath. That's going to be incomplete. Hit by Wyatt Derringer. That's Nathan Jennings.
Yeah, he had that ball for a moment. Derringer actually jarred that ball loose. So nice defensive play there, and to bring up a 2nd and 10. this Hawthorne team going after another state title. They've been in the state championship game. Last year they came up a little bit short against Madison, won the state championship 2 years prior, and came up a point short the year before that. So 4 straight trips to the state title game for these Hawthorne Hornets.
They're no stranger to the state title game for sure. Ball handed off there to the right side to Gillis. Brought down after a game of about 5 yards on the play.
And by the way, for those that don't know, the championship for the rural division will be held at the Villages. And 1A through 7A, those championships held down in Miami at Pit Bull Stadium on the campus of FIU. The rural championship and along with the Florida Invitational tournaments are going to be held at the Villages. And that's something we talked to Coach Clark. I heard you talk to Coach Clark about on the coaches show is, would you rather be in these playoffs and be a seed that's going to have to face a Hawthorne-type team, or rather be down there where Fort White is at that 17 seed and the top seed in the Invitational tournament?
And we talked a little bit about that with him on the coaches show as the pass to Jennings there on the outside breaks a tackle, but is forced out of bounds by Smith at the 45-yard line. Vaught just not able to seal that tackle back around the opposite 45-yard line. But we kind of talked with Coach Clark about what he would rather almost do, and he said obviously be in the real deal state championship contending playoffs where for the rural bracket, where just if that's somewhere where you fall, not opting out like we've seen a couple teams now do, opting out of the B bracket, that would be.
Yeah, Coach Clark didn't hesitate. He said, I want to play for a championship, so he wanted to be in the A bracket instead of the invitational tournament. But that is another option that they've allowed schools, to basically moneymakers, give you a chance to play for something, even if you don't make the playoffs.
Right, but it also allows your players who may not ever play football again to have just a couple extra games. Gillis there Gillens running the ball again. Big pickup for Gillens all the way down to the 19-yard line. Going to need to hold off Gillens.
I tell you what, they can run the ball with him all night long and have success. Of course, it's been hard to slow down that passing game, but when they hit you with the run. 8 minutes, 45 seconds clock running here in the second quarter, 22-0. Hornets leading the Buccaneers.
Timeout called on the field by Hawthorne.
Tonight's game in the FHSAA Rural Division is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. And want to let you know that Daryl Townsend Custom Framing LLC, he's a big Buccaneer supporter. Call 386-288-5455. Residential framing, barns, new construction, and remodels. In business since 2004. Daryl Townsend Custom Framing, supporting Branford Buccaneers football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your score still 22-0. The Hornets over the Buccaneers, as the Hornets are looking to tack on a couple more points in tonight's game.
In that Roundtree Moore Chevy red zone at the 19-yard line of the Hornets.
Looks to pass to the outside. That's incomplete, almost intercepted by Vaught. It's going to be a flag on the play.
Vaught with a nice job defensively. He had position that time and did not allow that completion, did not allow the touchdown. But penalty flag, let's see what that's all about. And that's going to be a false start. They're going to back him up and give him first down again, huh? I don't know. I may have declined that one, made a second down. Moves the ball back to the 24-yard line. First down and 15 now. Hawthorne this time, they've got trips to the near side and a single receiver far side.
Roundtree looking to pass.
Look at the time he's got.
Roundtree with a ton of time.
Finally some pressure on him.
Some pressure on Roundtree. A block back in the backfield. Roundtree is going to run out of bounds around the 19-yard line.
Got a little bit of pressure on him and it forced him out of the pocket, and Roundtree scrambling, and they may be able to pick up a little bit out of that play. He's not a quarterback that wants to run, but he can run. He has the skills to get it done on the ground, but he'd much rather sit back there in the pocket and pick you apart with his arm.
Which we've seen that arm be effective so far in tonight's game, being able to throw it so efficiently.
Got a 5-yard pickup there. And back to the original line of scrimmage.
Richard Roundtree back in the shotgun formation. Stacked beside him is Derek Gillens. Trips out to the right side. Single receiver stacked. Pass to the outside.
Wow.
Bowie still with more room.
There was a
brought
late
down.
flag thrown. Well, let's see what this flag's about. And we may have a hold downfield by one of the receivers. That is the call. Going to be a hold on Hawthorne. So that is going to negate that play. The catch was made, and it looked like the holding call is going to be downfield, so they'll mark it from that point. And we may have an injured player down there as well. Looks like we've got a injured
Hornet,
like a
I believe.
Hawthorne player, yeah. We'll take an injury timeout back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
I'm Daniel Bird. This is Jonah Bird. We're from Bird's Eye Roofing. We're always grateful for repeat and new customers, so we never leave a job until the customer's completely 100% satisfied. We don't have open ends. Even this roof required some touch-up. The homeowner had a few questions about some things. I didn't like some things, so we changed some things around. We never leave until the customer is 100% satisfied.
I'm Jonah Bird. I'm the future owner of Bird's Eye Roofing.
That's the path he wants to go on, something I'll definitely support.
Appreciate you tuning in tonight here on rivercountrysports.com. Wayne Luttrell filling in for Stephen Jones tonight. Jackson Jones is here, and the Branford Buccaneers on the short end of the scoreboard right now, 22-0. Hawthorne leading on their home field here in the first round of the FHSAA Rural Playoffs.
Buccaneers still looking to get something going here. 7:43 left to go before the half. Your Buccaneers will kick it away going into the second half.
And looks like they're going to get the injured player up on his feet, and that's great to see. And that is number one. That's Bowie. He's been showing his moves off, man, his athletic ability all game long. And so let's hope he was just shaken up a little bit. Looks like he's walking off on his own power. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Number one, Darian Bowie, able to walk off under his own power. Another explosive player that we seen earlier on in the game, Raheem Moore, still out.
And so it's going to be a second down here. Second and about 7.
All right, so the penalty assessed will be second down.
Going to bring up second down and 7 for the Hornets.
Remember, that holding call was downfield, so it actually ends up being a 3-yard gain. About a 2-yard gain.
Second down. Again.
Shot the gap there. That's number 3, Vernon Richards, along with number 28, Carson Capella, to bring down number 25, running back for the Hornets, Derek Gillens.
And Wyatt also around the ball. He's always around the ball defensively. That's about the first time I've seen him slow that young man down. So
You've seen him try and bounce the ball to the outside there, allowing a lot more time for the Buccaneers to fit that gap and make the tackle.
DHI is a reliable land clearing and site prep company. They're family owned since 2018. Your one-stop crew for dump truck services, tree and debris removal, and full demolition work. Fully equipped to take on any job needed. DHI, delivering high quality and efficient services. Your number one hometown service. Trust DHI. Call 386-854-1185. By the way, the Branford Buccaneer Coaches Show is going to air this Monday night here on River Country. Join Jackson Jones and Coach Tim Clark for the latest on Bucs football, brought to you in part by Van Carpet One, Farm Bureau Insurance, and the Suwannee County School District. The Coaches Show, 7 o'clock this Monday evening, right here on River Country. You available Monday? We hadn't even discussed that.
Available on Monday. Yeah, we'll be live at 7 o'clock, where we'll be able to sit down with Coach Clark and review all the highlights and what the great things we've seen out of the Buccaneers so far this season, and wrapping up really the last Coaches Show of the season. Last thing there for River Country Sports. Until next time.
Yeah, we've got some plans. We're going to do a sports report, doing Christmas on the Square, doing the parade, Suwannee baseball coming up. So got some things in the work here on River Country to fill the gap between football seasons.
Which y'all also did Bulldog baseball last year, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be a state title contender this year. Had a great season last year and only lost 2 seniors. So they're going to be really strong this year.
A couple of commits, I believe, to D1 schools on the team as well. As Roundtree looks to roll around to the right side as he's hit out of bounds by Devin Waller.
I told you, he's got some running ability. You know, you worry about him passing the football, but rushing the football coming into the game, 29 carries and 47 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he does have that ability. He spreads you out and sees a lane. He's going to take advantage of that. First down and goal now. Got the ball down around the 5-yard line.
Roundtree back in the shotgun formation. Gillen stacked to his right side. Doubles on each side for the Hornets. Jump ball to the outside, just overshot number 2, Nathan Jennings.
Yeah, he just put that ball back to the back corner of the end zone, and player was in position, but Vaught was also in position as well defensively and not able to come up.